Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. And not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi folks, welcome back to Crisco's Corner. From the Hill. DeSantis to Biden, thought of reinstating COVID-19 restrictions insane. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Friday blasted President Biden's warning. I almost said President Trump. Oh boy. President Biden's warning that the U.S. could need to reinstate certain coronavirus restrictions if the public does not stay vigilant about defeating COVID-19. What is, see, that's the thing. These terms are so vague. Does not stay vigilant. That means they can do whatever they want to. First of all, the President of the United States, even Donald Trump, any president does not have the authority for a nationwide mask wearing, period. He does not have the authority to tell governors what to do as far as restrictions go, period. To even contemplate doing any type of lockdown, honestly, it's insane, DeSantis said during a press conference in Florida, touting the state's efforts to administer vaccines to the elderly and other populations. That's not going to happen in the state of Florida, the governor concluded. Referring to reinstating restrictions, we're going to continue doing what works, but under no circumstances would we entertain anything of the sort. Biden has repeatedly vowed not to lock down the country, but warned in a primetime address Thursday night that some restrictions may have to be revisited if current downward trends change and the virus resurges. He does not have the authority to lock down the country, period. Now, he can lock it down as far as travel in and out. Yes, he has that. He has that authority. He can lock the place down from entering and leaving. Yes, he can do that. Probably leaving, they probably would allow. But entering, he has every authority. But he does not have the authority. Just as if Donald Trump did not have the authority to get the National Guard and the U.S. military to quell the rioting last year. He doesn't have the authority. So when everybody says, well, Trump didn't do this and Trump didn't do that, it was because the president does not have the legal authority. He emphasized, though, that his administration is focused on helping the nation return to normal. Even if we devote every resource we have, beating this virus and getting back to normal depends on national unity. See, that's the thing. That's the difference between liberals, Democrats, progressives, leftists, and conservatives, Republicans, libertarians. We rely on the individual to do what's right, not national unity. In other words, we're all in this together, and it's just not the way it works. Individuals look out for themselves, and they do what they think is correct with common sense and some guidance from local and state government. That's the way it's always been, and that's the way it should be. Biden said that national unity isn't just how politics and politicians vote in Washington. Bull. Absolute bull. What the loudest voices say on cable or online. Unity is when we do as fellow Americans, because we don't say vigilant and the conditions stay. That sentence just typos all over the place. So let me read it again. Because if we don't stay vigilant and conditions change, then we may have to reinstate restrictions to get back on track. You can't put restrictions. You don't have the authority. And please, but you don't want to do that again. Biden spent much of the address discussing the administration's push to increase production and distribution of the COVID-19 vaccines and touting his newly signed $1.9 trillion relief bill. That's a lot of money, folks. Biden last night said that he may have to impose more lockdown-type policies in the future. He keeps saying that. He doesn't have the authority. I can tell you that ain't happening in Florida. We're not going to let him lock down Florida, DeSantis pledged Friday. It'll take all of 5 minutes for a judge to throw it out. And about this unity stuff that he's preaching, let's be fair here, okay? You know, he might have talked a good game maybe in his inaugural address and a couple of speeches that were pre-written for him and pre-planned with no press conferences and no questions, of course. And the questions that he did get were all pre-written, and they're the answers ready already. Kind of like when Hillary Clinton was debating, I believe it was, what was it, Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump? I forgot which one, where the questions were submitted beforehand. The fact of the matter is, when he talks about unity, he says not about the loudest voices they say on cable around the line. Baloney. All this cancel culture stuff, he hasn't said word one about. About how if you don't toe the line with the progressives and the leftists and the liberals, you're excommunicated. Your businesses are destroyed. If you're on cable news, your advertisers, your sponsors are boycotted. Baloney about the loudest voices say. That's not unity. Either you toe their line or you get out, or we will destroy you if you get in our way. That's what's happening. And there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on, and he has said nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this unity plea is just crocodile tears. I hope things work out. I hope there won't be any more restrictions in a state-by-state basis. I think the American people have suffered enough. We've got people turning on each other now in states where masks were lifted, but certain businesses, which is their right, to say a mask is required. That's what I've always said. I can't be a hypocrite. If a Target or even a small personally owned business wants a mask, that's their choice. But people beating up each other and getting arrested and little ladies getting grabbed by cops, it's just ridiculous. Enough is enough. Pandemics are tragic, and over 500,000 people died, and it really, truly sucks. But to continue down the road we're going with severe lockdowns is actually, in the end, worse. We need to open up smartly. We need to open up in increments, and we need to open up and get back not to the new normal, but to the normal we had prior. Let's just hope and pray that happens. And we hope that the Republican governors especially grow a spine and stand up to the feds if they try to lock them down. And until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.